I'm setting the intention to shift us to the highest vibration, the highest timeline, and setting the intention for this Reiki healing session to bring balance to your emotional body and your chakra system. Well, welcome. Good morning, or I don't really know what time it is over there. Yes, I am camping. 2:38. Yep, we are in the same time zone. 'Welcome in. The set intention for this Reiki healing is to bring balance into your emotional body. I am doing Reiki. It seems to be a raccoon or some animals over here. Hmm. Definitely a raccoon. I did not need to teach you guys how to cast spells because you guys are already doing it. Every word that you spell and you visualize, you cast a spell. All you have to do is put an emotion and intention behind what you're saying. That's why we call it spelling. That is a good thing. Yes, it is Reiki. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Christopher. It is all what you tune into. It is all what you allow. I forgive all those who send negative wishes towards me. I send the violet flame to those who are willing to receive it. There's a saying that I say, if you have any emotion or any thoughts that are not of unconditional love for another being, any hatred, it is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die from it. Do not drink the poison of having negative thoughts towards others, because the only one that you hurt is yourself. So now that we're all here, I'm going to start from the root chakra up this time. And I'm going to be removing blockages from the root chakra. So I got my selenite. The root chakra, you must focus your attention on the base of your feet or the tailbone, which is where the root chakra is located. Amassing source creator for a white ray of light, the gold ray of light, to protect us during this Reiki healing session, that no outside influences may interrupt or interfere during this Reiki healing session. I am now removing blockages to the root chakra and cutting away what does not serve your highest good. may feel tingling sensations on the lower half of your abdomen, on the legs area. The root chakra is primarily red. It is a vortex that spins downwards. Pulling out the remaining blockages, sealing it off with the violet flame. The root chakra is now being filled with the color red. I'm now moving to the sacral chakra. Changing the color to, let's see, what color I'm going to change it to. The remote is acting up. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Paige, for being open to receiving. So now, in the sacral chakra is connected to the bladder and the sexual reproductive organs. So I'm going to remove blockages and cords, judgment cords, attachments to the sacral chakra. Thank you to the pillars of light for holding the egregore in this session. I understand needing the moderators, but without having the duality of the negative energy or perceived negative energy, it serves a purpose for me to identify the blockages that need to be released. It's all how you perceive it. The pink ray is for the heart. I am not currently there yet. I am currently in the gold ray for the solar, the sacral chakra. I'm asking my spiritual masters to remove blockages from the sacral chakra. So without the darkness, you cannot see the stars. So now the sacral chakra is now being filled with the color orange. I am now moving to the solar plexus chakra. Wrong color. So I'm removing blockages to the solar plexus chakra. You may feel it may feel like a pressure on the solar plexus, and I'm cutting away thought projections and unwanted energetic cords. The solar plexus chakra is now being filled with the color yellow, and I ask Archangel Gabriel for your white ray of light, or yellow ray, to be placed in the solar plexus chakra. Now we're moving to the heart chakra. I am going to be using this emerald, and I can't remember the name of this crystal. It starts with an M, but it's green and it's very, very relaxing. So now removing blockages, pain, heartache from the heart chakra. Bring your focus and attention to the heart chakra, and I am now removing all blockages to the heart chakra. You are safe, you are protected, you are loved unconditionally. We are releasing all fear from the heart chakra. All fear and doubt is being removed from the heart chakra. There are distractions. I say it is best not to focus on what the negative have to say. Because how I see it, now that the energies are having a hard time affecting me, they're now focusing on the viewers. The heart chakra is now being filled with the color green. And I'm moving to the sacred heart. And I'm asking Mother Mary to assist me. Moving to, oh, this is the purple ray, this is not the pink. Let's see, blue ray. Okay, let's see. Well, I'm just going to go to the throat chakra for now. I'll come back to the sacred heart after I reach the top. So now I'm in the blue ray of Archangel Michael. I ask Archangel Michael for your blue cloak of light, and I ask Archangel Michael for your sword of light to cut away all blockages in the throat chakra. So pulling away throat chakra blockages, you can visualize your awareness going 360 around the whole entire throat chakra area and just simply pulling them away. I find it so funny because there's people who just do regular ASMR and you don't see anyone saying witchcraft or anything like that. I find it very funny. It's almost like I can't tell if all these people are actually bots or they're real people. Because some of them don't have an energy signature. Some of them have the same energy signature. Some of them are just AI personalities that have been created. You notice they all say the same thing. They all have their scripted lines. Not all of them. Some people enters a healing just to prove to their self that they cannot be healed, and that is a valid choice. And I do not judge them for their choice. May your birthday be filled with light. I also just recently had a birthday, so I'm guessing you are a Cancer like I am. Do not focus on the physical, focus on the energy. The physical form is irrelevant. So now the throat chakra is now being filled with the color blue. And now we are moving to the third eye chakra. And actually the third eye chakra is a different shade of blue. It's actually a very darker blue. I can't really, oh, well, I'll just use this blue instead. The third eye. If you want to learn more about the teachings of Jesus or Sananda, I advise you to look up the Christ letters. Welcome in. As the energies begin to shift, I'm now removing blockages, all hexes and curses, all manipulation and psychic influences are now being removed from the third eye chakra. All veils of manipulation are being removed. Oh, I felt that cord right there. I'd like to know how many of you are able to feel energy. I can show you a small example of how you can feel your third eye chakra. So, what you do is you take one of your fingers and you place it right here. Move it right about right here. And move your finger up and down slowly. You may feel something right there. That is the third eye chakra. Usually, if you have not practiced in meditation, you it'll be really faint. And what you want to do is that feeling that you feel right there in front of your face, it will grow and eventually it will envelop your whole entire body. So now the third eye chakra is now being filled with a deep blue color. So now I am moving to the crown chakra, and I'm going to be using the violet or purple. So now I'm removing blockages to the crown chakra, the vortex on the top of the head. Yes, the crown. In 3D physical terms, yes. Spiritually, no. I can only imagine if I got $1 for every time someone said this was black magic, I would be a millionaire by now. The crown chakra is now being filled with the color violet. I am now moving into the sacred heart chakra. The sacred heart chakra is located in between the shoulder blades, located in the thoracic spine. And I'm going to remove blockages from the sacred heart. This healing is only for the highest vibration of unconditional love. I'm now flowing the energy through the sacred heart. It is now flowing up the spine, through the back of the neck, and entering the sacred mind. The sacred mind is located at the top of the head, at the back. And if you're able to see energy, it is a gold halo that's in the back of the head that sits right here. There's a halo. That is sacred mind, flowing the energy through the sacred heart, through the sacred mind, and through the crown, and allowing divine adamantium light particles to flow through the crown chakra, through the sacred mind, and back down through the heart chakra, flowing down through the root chakra and into Mother Gaia, and grounding your energies. So now moving into the white ray. I wouldn't say I'm stuck. That is a limiting belief. Unless you can't get the light to change. Oh, there you go. So now I'm in the white ray. Which angel was the white ray? The energies are shifting again as we get closer and closer. It's 3:30, it's almost 4 a.m. That's when the energies shift, when the veils are thin. Going to burn a little bit of sage. fell off. I should use the plate. I'm gonna use the plate. I like to use food grade sage because the sage that you buy in bundles, it feels like it's been sprayed with some type of chemical and it's not organic and it completely messes up the energy. Yes, I am in a tent. Using the fire element. Yes. That's all I can say. Just using the energies of the candle. The fire energy, fire elemental. Perfect. Oh, turn the light back on. There we go. So now, I'm going to use my Reiki infused rose water. And since I like to make it look mystical and stuff, I got this vial. And I charge this with rose water so I can have a water elemental with me. It feels like one of the particular viewers are feeling some heartache. So I ask you to bring your awareness to your heart chakra. And with your permission, I will release your heart chakra from burdens and low vibrational energy cords. There's nothing wrong with being alone, being with your own company, because fear is not needed. I'm now sending a healing ray of light into the vagus nerve, sending the blue ray into the vagus nerve. Feeling some resistance in the right hand. I like to inform any of the new viewers and to let you know that I use crystal skulls for balancing the crown chakra and connecting in deeper. So I ask you to release the vibration of fear and doubt. So this crystal skull is made of labradorite. Labradorite is a protective crystal for the third eye. With the crystal skull, I connect to it with my third eye and allows me to see the energy body energetically so I can bring balance. So right now it feels like there's a blockage on the left side. Moving that energetic cord, feeling it with the light. Feeling the crown chakra with light. Since the crystal skull is shaped like a human skull, it allows your consciousness to be able to resonate with the skull. Because energy flows in through the crown chakra of the skull, and it flows through the third eye into my third eye, allowing me to have a deeper connection with spirit. If you can't feel it, it is okay. It's okay that you don't feel it. We all start off at some point. A year and a half ago, I was unable to feel energy at all. And it started off with me watching a Reiki video from Spirit Pond or Healing and Beyond. I seen them doing the Reiki videos on YouTube. And I felt energy for the first time. It was like a little bit, it felt like something was moving across my face. And I couldn't believe it at first. But as I continued to watch the videos, I start to feel the energy more and more. So have faith. Doubt will destroy your abilities to feel. You must have faith. Some important things that will help you allow to feel energy is cleansing your consciousness of judging others, resentment, hatred, envy, lust. All these emotions need to be released and let go. You need to focus on healing the sacral chakra. That means letting go of the ego desire body. let go of, I would say, porn. You have to release that because that is destructive to your sacral chakra, and it is actually harming you. It does more harm to yourself. So I choose to let go of that belief system. Once I became aware of what was actually happening when I was watching porn, when I had a porn addiction at the time, and I realized how it was destroying me, how it was depleting me of energy, I let go of all sexual fantasies and low vibrational energy cords, and it allowed me to free myself from the lower energy centers and raise my conscious awareness to the higher centers, the heart chakra, the matrix system. They want to keep you in the lower chakras. They don't want you to go into the higher chakras, the heart chakra, the throat, the third eye, the crown. They want you to stay in the root. They want you to be in a negative root chakra, unbalanced, being in the vibration of lack, never having enough. They want you to be stuck in the sacral chakra, in the vibration of lust, having empty relationships, because they know that your energy and what allows you to feel emotion and express emotion is through the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is what allows you to create I am now going to raise the vibration through decrees and affirmations. The first affirmation I will use to raise the vibration and clear the mind of thought forms that are unwanted is by repeating and saying, through the heart chakra, bring your awareness to the heart chakra. Don't say it through the mind. Focus on the heart chakra and say that I am light. I am light. I am the light. I am strength. I am capable of balancing my surroundings. I am open to receiving the energy from the divine. All doubt is erased from my informational field. I ask for the divine masculine energies. I am light. Feel the vibration of light when you say I am, the I, the masculine, and am, the divine feminine, uniting together to say that I am light Acknowledge the I am presence, the God within. When I say namaste to you, I'm acknowledging the God within you. We are all co-creators. Some of us are still asleep, and I'm here to be a pillar of light to wake you up, to let you know that God lives within you, and you're a co-creator, and you're a powerful being. All the power lies within you. Have you ever wondered what the mudras are for? The mudras are connected to the hands and the mind, the brain. A quick visualization. The pinky is connected to the front of your brain, while the index is connected to the back of the brain. If you want to connect to the sacred mind, you connect the third eye chakra, which is the thumb, to the sacred mind, which is in the back. So move your hands like this and connect. When I move my finger right here, I feel the energy center moving in my head up and down. And so when I move my fingers like this, I can feel a waveform develop inside my mind. So I can actually switch my brain to gamma or alpha. Gamma is more weightless. Your hands are a representation of your mental state. You notice when their mental state is very shaky, their hands are shaky because they're ungrounded. But when you focus on being grounded, your hands stop shaking. I learned that from an experiment. There was this elderly lady who was in a laundromat, and her hands were shaking. So I asked her if I can bring balance to her. So what I did was I focused the energy through my heart chakra and flowed it through my arms, through my hands. And I asked her to place her hands between my hands. And then I focused my energy. As I moved my hand closer to her hand chakra, which is the chakras that spins through your hands like this, like a vortex, my hand was still, and as I placed my hand into her hand, my hand started to shake at the same vibrational frequency as hers. So what I did was I channeled the energy through her hand, through her arm to her heart chakra, and her hand stopped shaking just for a little bit. I find it very interesting. I asked the higher self, I asked my higher self to step in. I ask my ego self to move to the left shoulder and not to intervene, only to observe. I am unconditional love. I am balanced. I am a balanced body. I am a balanced soul. Thank you, Zach. Thank you to all those who showed me unconditional love and spreading this vibration. Thank you for everyone who participated in this Reiki healing. As the energies begin to shift, I think I might go just for a little bit longer, just into, because I'm really starting to feel the energy shift. It actually surprised me because for a long time I thought everybody could feel energy. And now I'm starting to become into the realization that a lot of people are not aware of energy or even perceive it. A lot of people go throughout their day without understanding or even realizing that all this stuff is happening around them, but they're unable to see it. My energy brings out a lot in people. I usually tend to bring out the shadow side of people. So they can be able to transmute it. Because I am a transmuter of dark energy into light energy. Eventually, I would like to become a certified Reiki practitioner. But just saying, anybody can do Reiki. You don't have to go to school to do it. Reiki is a Chinese or Japanese healing art. It's in the category of energy healing. Same as acupuncture. If it wasn't working, the other people would not be in here. They would have left by now. But deep down, they know that there's something that's happening. They may not feel the energy. You can call it vibe. People have many names for it. It is not just energy. You can just call it the vibe, the mood, the energy in the room. It's balanced. It's peaceful. It allows you to rest. You start to feel sleepy because your body's starting to relax. out of fear of being criticized or judged deep down, they want to explore energy, but they don't want to be called weird because they don't want to be judged by others. But others' opinions does not matter. Honestly, I have no idea what that means. You are very welcome. Yes, now is a time where those who see will see, or those who will hear will hear. And now it's time to focus on your own I am. It's not the time to try to impress, try to show, or make someone believe. I'm not here to make anyone believe or feel energy because that will go against their own free will. Maybe a couple lifetimes, maybe 100 lifetimes from now, they'll understand. I'll say the younger souls have a little ways to go. It's kind of really easy to spot the newer souls who have not been on earth that long. We probably only have about 10 to 20 lifetimes. In this physical form, I am 24 earth cycles. How I see it, I was thinking about this earlier. There's a lot of people who have a fear of gay people, and how I see it is a fear of being feminine or expressing their feminine nature, and they have an imbalance. And since they have fear, and since they've been brought up to suppress their feminine or divine feminine nature, Now, what they do, out of fear of expressing their emotional side, they move more into their masculine side, when we're supposed to be the balance of both. Because you need to understand what you're seeing right now in this time is that you start to notice that there's a lot of men who have more feminine and there's a lot of women who have more masculine. And what happens is each lifetime when you reincarnate, you you reincarnate as both, as either gender. So one lifetime you be a man, and the next lifetime you be female, and the next lifetime you be man, and the next lifetime you be female, because you have to balance both of the energies. Because Father, Mother, God is both genders. No, we start off as elementals, then plants, then animals, then humans. Animals are second density beings, or the beginning stages of third dimensional beings. Crystals are second dimensional beings, and air, fire, earth are first dimensional beings. I think I got that right. I probably have it backwards. It is so funny. It's like I cannot be mad. It's almost like, imagine if a 12th grader walked into an elementary school and started explaining mathematics to the elementary students. The elementary students are going to call the 12th grader crazy, or the college student crazy, because they don't understand the mathematics or the lessons. And that's how it is with spirituality. The ones who have been studying, and we come down and we start to explain to the other people what we're seeing, what we are experiencing. But for the other person, they don't have a reference point. They don't have a point of reference. So the first thing they say is crazy, that's crazy, or they don't understand. They don't understand because they're only using their five senses. They're not using the other senses. And how this universe works is, if you believe something will not work, then it will never work for you. But if you believe that it will work and you can do it, then it will work. If it's probable. Yes, I know the difference. Because before I got into all this, I was the type of person who would just work all day. I used to do different type of drugs. I did acid, I did mushrooms, I did a whole bunch of other things. And I realized I had a rude awakening. Talk about getting your third eye ripped open and seeing truth that you was not ready to see. I see that as a compliment. Whenever someone say I'm high, he said, you must be high. That's a compliment, because I haven't even smoked or did anything right now. And that means that I am at the vibration of, like, I am now at that vibration. So I see that as a positive validation, because if I'm able to sustain and be in that vibration of, like, being, like, that beingness, that feeling when you're like when you are on marijuana, being able to maintain that state of being without even having to use it, that is the best. Learning the lessons from the plant medicine, it teaches you how to think, how to breathe, how to be, and allows you to connect with the elementals, the energy of the trees, the torus fields of the rocks, the plants, the wind, the water, the fire. You can just feel it all. It's all have an informational signature. Everything have a different vibration. When I touch it, when I touch this crystal, I can feel the energy flow through me. When I touch this crystal skull, I can feel the energy flowing through the crystal skull, flowing through me. But this all sounds like gibberish, and I understand. These things cannot be explained through words. Words cannot explain. Only through your own self-gnosis will you be able to understand. Only by walking the journey. I can have many stories and explaining for hours and days, and it will never be cognized unless you put in the work and do it yourself. You cannot experience any of this if you're not the vibration of it. Because the only way to progress in raising your vibration is by sharing what you have learned and helping the others to see, to make it easier for them. Just a basic tent. But no, I don't want to say it's a basic tent. It's a tent that I have been blessed with, because this is my home. I may not have much, but I have unconditional love, and I have the peace that lies within me. I am grateful for all that I have. I have what I need, and that is enough. I decided to move out here in the woods. Rent is very expensive. And it got to the point when I first started experiencing energy, it was so intense that I had to move myself further and further into the woods, because I was feeling the thoughts and emotions of other people so intensely that I couldn't sleep. So I had to find a place that was far as possible into the woods, where I was not feeling other people's emotions and energies, because I'm what you call an empath. And when I took LSD, all the veils just dropped. And the person I took LSD with, I was having a full conversation without using my mouth. It was full telepathic communication. And he was laughing because he already knew the whole entire time the person I was with, and he was explaining how he was monologuing basically of like how he was reading my mind this whole entire time and how he was supposedly tricking me, but then that failed. It kind of backfired. It's like when someone explaining their plan of how they baited you and they think that you're unconscious and not aware of what they're doing. I was like this close to having schizophrenia, this close, but what I did was like, I was like, no, this is not unnatural, this is natural. The first thing I did was establish this is natural, because what society tried to do and what the government tried to do is when they see someone who's starting to wake up, because we are a co-creator God within us. And whenever someone started to wake up, they try to say, "Oh no, you're crazy. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. Don't look over there. Don't look over there." But I decided to ignore what they were saying. I was like, "No, I am who I am, and I'm not gonna let anyone tell me that I'm crazy or try to invalidate my experience and what I know to be my truth within myself." So I threw everything they tried to tell me in the trash, and I walked in my own path. But also, I forgave them because they was taught to believe that. We was all taught to believe that. So I forgave them, and I look at them with compassion through my heart. Love is the only way. Unconditional love is the only way. There's no room for hatred. There's no room for fear, doubt, envy, greed, lust. All these are not needed. They only destroy you. What I'm doing right now is called the infinity breath from Archangel Michael. What you do is when you breathe in, you focus your intention, your awareness by bringing the energy in through the heart chakra and flowing it through the sacred heart, up the spine, through the back of the head, through the crown of the head, and back through the front. So imagine if this is your head right here and your spine is right here. When you breathe in, you bring in the energy right here, go up, 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 and like this, into infinity symbol, back down to the root. And you breathe like that. I need to clear my throat, so I'm about to get loud. It is time to change the color of the ray. Not the red ray. Blue ray. Perfect. If any of the new people who are here, this is Reiki. If you want to know what Reiki is, just search it up on YouTube. There's thousands of Reiki videos. I'm just a little bit unique, I would say, when it comes to my Reiki. I don't do Reiki completely like everybody else. I just do it my own way. Because I don't really edit my videos. I just say it out how it is. If you do anything negative with your Reiki, that's how you lose your gifts. If you use your energy in the wrong way, because people do this all the time. Because there's energy constantly at all times getting projected out of your hands. The left hand receive energy and the right hand push energy out. And I believe it's the opposite for the opposite gender. For females, the left hand push energy and the right hand receive. But I don't know if that's 100% true. But I know with the divine feminine or females, they're more capable of sensing energy. Is probably the primary reason why men have a hard time understanding female, because they're not attuned to the heart chakra, the sacral, and the root chakra. So they're unable to feel energy. The lack of, I would say, emotional intelligence through programming, through the system. We are more than just animals. We have the DNA of the Palladians. We have the DNA of all types of extraterrestrial beings. Arcturians, Lyrans, Greys. We have the DNA of, what are they called? I forgot. Those in Nibiru. Anunnaki. We have DNA of Anunnakis. Yes, we are humans because we are a hue of light. Because we are light and we are hue. We are a hue of light. Just like in my name is Vershawn, which is light that has been shown or my light has shone on you. Thank you. My unconditional love to you. What people don't understand, when people use black magic, it always hits the person first. Whoever sends out black magic, it hurts the sender first. And what happens is, if someone sends black magic to someone else, but the other person decides not to receive it and remains being a pillar of light, the egregore will bounce off and return to its cinder and light. That is why when you say return to cinder, you're returning their energy in light, return their energy in light to them. And what happens is the other person think they're getting attacked, but they're not. The only thing that's happening is they're receiving their own energy. What you put out is what you get back. What you think about others is what come back to you. If you think negative about someone else, then negative thoughts come back to you. You only reap what you sow. Do unto others what you wish to be done unto you. That goes for in thought and action. How you act towards others. It is very, very simple. People need to understand, no demons are attacking you. The things that you call demons is your own creation. Whenever you have a negative thought form, you're creating a conscious being of low vibrational energy. That low vibrational energy is literally your creation. And the more negative thoughts you make, the bigger and bigger it gets until it surrounds you, envelops you. So you need to take ownership of your creations and transform them and transmute them into light. If you don't, they become mental blockages and you start to have brain fog, you start to have confusion. You start to get weighed down on the shoulders. Your back start to hunch over because the light force energy is no longer flowing through your chakras. The chakras are located in your spine through the 33 vertebrae. When you raise the Christ energy through the 33 vertebrae, your posture fixes and it becomes aligned. The energy starts to flow through the spine and you start to have the Kundalini awakening. You start to feel the energy rise through the base of the spine and raise to the Christ center inside your head. You need to understand that even if you do experience the illusion of a demon or negative energy, you have to realize that you are mimicking their vibration. An entity cannot possess you. It is physically not possible. You fill out your whole entire consciousness. Now, what happens is, how can I make an example? Imagine this is a low vibrational energy. It's a positive, negative energy. They only have the ability to have illusion magic. So what they do is they will cover up or try to put an illusion in your third eye. They will feed you thoughts and try to make themselves look bigger. So visualize you are light and you're shining super bright. And the low vibrational energy is a little speck, a tiny little speck, and it's standing in front of your third eye. and it's casting a shadow in front of you. And you're looking at the shadow and you're like, oh my God, this thing is so huge, it's so big. But then you look down and you see this tiny little speck, this little dark energy, puny little energy. And you're like, wait a minute, it's standing in front of me and it's trying to make me look at the shadows that's being cast out. But the shadow that's cast out is not real, it's just an illusion. And what's actually here is just the little speck that does not need to be here. Fear is not needed. So I want to say thank you to all of you who have joined me today in this Reiki healing session. Thank you for being open. Thank you for releasing fears, doubts, and judgments. Thank you for showing me unconditional love and compassion. I love all of you unconditionally. I love all of your comments unconditionally. May your heart be filled with light. May your soul be filled with light. May you be balanced. May every step that you take be filled with peace. May you have a restful day or night. Namaste.